Okay, so let's unpack this. You've got firewalls, intrusion detection, all the gear. But how do you actually know your security assumptions are solid? Today, we're doing a deep dive into adversarial simulation, what some people call the war games of cybersecurity.
It's the ultimate reality check, really. We're going to look at these color-coded teams, red, blue, and purple, and see how pitting them against each other is probably the best way to improve an organization's defenses.
And the terminology, the colors,
Yeah.
that's not random, is it? It has military roots.
Exactly. It comes straight out of war games from, I think, the early 1960s. The concept is just brilliant. You need a dedicated team that pretends to be the enemy.
To keep your own defenses from getting complacent.
Precisely. And on the other side, you have the blue team.
The defenders.
Yeah, your dedicated defenders. These are your incident responders, the people in the Security Operations Center, the SOC. Their whole job is stopping the bad guys.
So what's the real difference then between, say, a red team and just a standard penetration test you'd hire out?
That is a crucial distinction. A pen test is usually pretty narrow. Find a vulnerability, exploit it. Done. But a red team, they are emulating a real threat. They're simulating the entire attack chain. They're testing your people and processes, not just your tech.
So not just, can we get in? But when we get in, do you notice? Do you stop us?
You got it. And when those two forces come together, that's where the purple team comes in.
Okay, so this isn't another team of people. It's more of a
function, yeah. It's where the optimization happens. You bring red and blue into the same room, sometimes literally. They walk through an attack step by step. The red team says, okay, we just did this. And the blue team immediately checks, did we see it? Did our alarm go off?
So it's instantaneous feedback. No waiting for a report a month later.
Right. You can tweak and tune your defenses right there on the spot.
They sound intense. The stakes are high. You can't just let a team run wild in a live network.
Oh, absolutely not. That brings us to the rules. And rule number 1, the absolute non-negotiable, is permission.
You have to have permission. Because if you don't,
the SOC will think it's a real attack. They'll spin up a full emergency response. You could even get arrested.
Okay, so after permission, you need rules of engagement. And I imagine the most important part of that is defining the playing field.
That's the scope. The scope document is key. It's where you define all the restrictions. For instance, you almost always have system restrictions.
Like what?
Well, imagine a big retailer. You would never let the red team target their e-commerce site during the holiday shopping season. The risk of accidentally taking it down is the business impact would be massive.
Way bigger than any security lesson you might learn.
Exactly. And you might have other rules, like no sending phishing emails to the CEO or avoiding certain geopolitical regions.
And who makes sure everyone plays by these rules? You need a referee.
You do. That's the control team. They're a small group inside the company that knows the exercise is happening. They're the umpires. If the simulation gets a little too close to a critical system, they can step in and deconflict.
Okay, so the game is over. The red team got in. They captured the flag, so to speak. Did they win? What's the score?
It's funny you mentioned capture the flag because this is different. A CTF is more of a technical puzzle, a skills competition. It's often kind of contrived. In a red team exercise, the real score isn't whether the attacker succeeded. The real score is how much better did our defenses get.
The goal is improving the organization's security fitness.
That's the whole point. It's about challenging assumptions with fresh eyes.
So let's bring this home. The core takeaway here is that you can't just assume your defenses work. You have to test them constantly.
You have to. Because if you don't do that questioning yourself, the bad guys will do it for you. And, well, you just won't like their answer. So maybe think about it. What's one assumption you've made in your own work that you haven't actually put to the test?